All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Makakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, GMS who grew well, and the peace and salutation to the elect Akim on the four corners, pushing truth and sincerity. Peace be unto you. This is, I want to start with Ecclesiastes chapter 9 and verse 11. Yeah, 9 and 11. I returned and I saw under the sun that the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, neither yet bread to the wise, nor yet riches to men of understanding, nor yet favor to men of skill, but time and chance happeneth to them all. So he's the most wisest person on earth, save Yahweh Shai. He's saying that it ain't always the fastest person that wins the race. Read it again. I returned and saw under the sun that the race is not to the swift. Fast person don't always win the race, or the battle to the strong. Sometimes a weak person can win, or somebody that's weaker than the strongest person. Neither yet bread to the wise. So, you know, just because somebody's wise doesn't mean they're going to get bread. Just because somebody got bread don't necessarily mean that they're wise. Nor yet riches to men of understanding, reiterating the same point. Nor yet favor to men of skill, but time and chance happeneth to them all. So, imagine this. Matter of fact, there's in the songs Jadakiss Why, one of his famous songs. For brothers that are, a little bit younger, you might not remember this, but he made a song called Why. And in the song Why, he's asking a lot of questions in the song. One of the questions that he asked, why is their brother up north better than Jordan that didn't get that break? So, the thing is that he's saying, like, just because you have, reached the status does not mean that you are necessarily the best or the greatest. Just because you won the race don't mean necessarily you're the fastest. You just happen to win the race. Now, it goes deeper because it says time and chance happen to them all. Ultimately the Most High is the one who decides. We think we're doing it of our own will, but the Most High can, lift anybody up, give anybody adrenaline shot, or spirituality where they can win a race or win a battle. So let's say you got, for example, a guy, going back to the Jordan analogy. You have a guy named Len Bias. I want to say he came out of the 1985 draft, I believe. And they said he was supposed to be, along the lines of Jordan. And now he was drafted by Boston Celtics, which was the team that was loaded at the time. And that would have been unprecedented. A guy that was, just as good as Jordan, or they say was just, or close to, on a team like the Celtics that was already stacked. But what happened is he died of a cocaine overdose, I think like 2 or 3 days after he was drafted. And now, because of that, Jordan went on to have a great career. Now, let's say if he didn't die of a cocaine overdose, maybe Jordan is not 6-0 in the finals. Maybe he doesn't even get to the finals 6 times. But you look at something like that as like that's big. Sometimes the how did I say this? I don't want to say the basketball gods because it's taking away credit from the Most High. But sometimes, the Most High sends his angels to do his work, and the chips fall in your favor. You get drafted to the right person, the right team, get the right coach, the right partner, all the stars and the constellations just align perfectly for you to succeed. And sometimes that happens in life. And sometimes you could have an immense amount of talent and things just don't pan out. For instance, I went to school in Jackson High School, East Kenwood, and Rough High School. But when I went to Jackson High School, we had a basketball player, football player named Antonio Bass. And at the time, he was one of the best football players in the nation, and damn sure was one of the best quarterbacks in our nation. Guy was hella fast, swift. He had a little bit of an arm, but that wasn't his strength. But he was looked at as like being along the lines of Michael Vick. Dude was just insanely fast. To this day, I've never seen anybody faster than him in my life. So he went to Michigan. They switched him at wide receiver, and he injured himself right in the beginning of the season, and it was a career-ending injury, to where his career was completely over. And now, who's telling what he could have been? I don't know. Nobody knows except Yahweh, but that was something amazing. You know, Lenny Cook, another sad story. Uh, how many times have we heard stories of, let's say, or you got in the same, you got success stories. I don't know if the movie came out yet, but the guy who created I think the Flamin' Hot Cheetos, he basically just took a Cheeto and just said, one of the Cheetos they got cheese on them, and he found a plain one that hadn't had any seasoning on it yet. So he took it home and decided to put it in some type of hot sauce stuff or whatever, and then he ate it. And then he was like, man, this make a Cheeto out of that. And then he's a millionaire because of one idea. So it's the line between failure and success. Sometimes it's real thin, sometimes it's real thick, sometimes it's real thin, very thin. That you could think that, what, I'm the greatest, I'm the best, but you just had an opportunity that somebody else didn't have, and you got to be thankful to the Most High that you were given an opportunity that where you can capitalize on it, because not everybody is going to be able to capitalize on their talents. What's my man's name? Nikola Tesla. All these stuff, that his contribution that he created, he's not remembered for anything really. Because so many people stole his ideas and capitalized off it. And he was a man of skill, like it says. Nor yet favor to men of skill. So just because you got the skill don't necessarily mean anything. Now Ford, he didn't invent cars, but he was smart enough to know to surround himself with people that knew how to make cars and how to get the assembly line started and everything. So you're gonna have people that are just not going to prosper. You got brothers in this truth. They might have been on path to be great athletes or great wrestlers or boxers or whatever. And then they wake up and then they like, man, I gotta do this work. Everything things go the way the Most High plans it to be. And it's not of our own will that because we think hard work and dedication. Not always. Cause sometimes if it's not the Most High's will for you to do something, then you're just not going to prosper in it. And just like if it's the Most High's will for you to do something, you're going to prosper in it. And that's just a little lesson to keep remind us to be humble. Just think that some people have God gifted talents, God gifted abilities. And you got to remember that it's a God given talent, a God given ability. And on that note, we give all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. by Shem Kadash, and double honors to our apostles, and peace and salutations and shalom.